every day along about evening, when the sunlight's beginning to fade, I ride through the slumbering shadows along the Navajo Trail. When it's night and crickets are calling and the coyotes are making away.
Today we're going to do a little lovely campfire outside. It's a beautiful day, so we just thought we would cook up some little things that we call doughboys, but we'll want to get started with lighting our fire now, give it a chance to heat up and then burn down so we have some nice hot coals. So if you want to light a successful campfire, what you need are basically 3 ingredients. You need tinder. This would be tinder. This is wood shavings, a little bit of birch bark, some dry grasses, very important that they're very dry. And this part is called kindling, which is basically small pieces of dry wood. And then you have your logs that you'll want to add as you go. Now, I like to start with a couple of oak logs. Okay, I put these wood logs in place just to kind of hold things steady. And then I'm going to put in some of the tinder. Just kind of pack it into place. Throw on a little bit of the dead grasses. I like to save a couple of pieces of birch bark because they light very well. It's a little bit windy today, so hopefully that won't be too much of a problem. So now that we've got the tinder in place, we'll add a little bit of the kindling, kind of build it in a little bit of a teepee shape. You have to always remember that when you're building a campfire, just like you, it needs to breathe. Fire needs oxygen. So we'll build a little bit of our teepee, leaving a little bit of space in between each piece of wood. And then we can, once it's lit and burning, we can add a few more pieces to hopefully keep it going, and then we can start adding our logs. So I'm gonna try lighting this little bit of birch bark. And hopefully, if the wind cooperates, we'll get a successful light.
Another place like my old home. Seems that I can hear the cattle lowing. Seems that I can see the purple sage.
You can keep adding a little more of your tinder to ensure that your fire keeps going. Looks like the wind is helping us out today. Whoa. Don't want any pieces to blow away. I'm going to keep adding a little more kindling.
Seems that I
is going quite hot already. And you can hear it crackling. That's a good sign. If you hear crackling, you know you got a successful fire. Just add a few more of the larger logs around the edges. Keep everything a little more stable. Don't want any parts blowing away. So once your kindling is well lit, you should be well on your way. Shouldn't be a problem to catch the logs. So this fire is not having any problem breathing, thanks to the wind. And on a cold day, it's going to take a little longer for the bigger logs to light because they're cold. So they have to reach a certain temperature in order to light, called combustion. I think we don't have to worry about this fire. Now before we want to do any cooking on it, we're going to want that to burn down to a little more, we want it to be embers. We want it to be hot embers. We don't want a whole bunch of flame, and we don't want a whole bunch of smoke. We also don't want it leaping out at us like that. So once it's going nice and hot, you can kind of, sit around, enjoy the heat, wait for it to burn down, and then you can start doing your cooking.
Girl.